going on, guys? It is Arx Guns, and for today I have a video for you on my top 5 most underrated firearms in the market and that I actually own. Before we hop into this video, I'd like to ask you guys to please hit the like and subscribe. I'm trying to get my channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I need your guys' help to do that. But to get back into this video, this top 5 in particular right here, man, are just my top 5. I believe that they are major underdogs in the market, and some of them in a particular criteria that they're in. But let's go ahead and hop into this video and let's check out the first one. So out of some of the most underrated firearms in the market right now in 2022, the Sig P320 X5 Legion is easily one of the most underrated firearms in the market. Not only can these be used for like duty, but they can be used for competition. Man, you can find these used for $800-900, even $900 used on specials. And when you're wanting to get yourself into a really good brand, very modular, comes with all the works, full light rail, full mounting options where you can have something like this mounting optic setup from Springer Precision, or you can do the regular way, or just do a direct mount with a Delta Point Pro. The Sig P320 X5 Legion is an absolute steal, and I literally see these on a regular basis for $800 used, all minted clean. And I mean, this, I don't know if you've ever fired one of these before, but this slide is smooth as butter. I mean, like 2-finger grab, smooth and easy. Very light recoil springs in this. They absolutely feel amazing. The weight of this is amazing. And look at this right here. Absolutely sick. That co-witness is perfect. This is exactly how I hold when I shoot, and it's super accurate. I mean, let's be real. Out of all the polymer striker fire pistols out there right now that can give you this much accuracy and this much performance, and ultimately, which has to do with the size and weight like this and feel for the way that it does, this is easily one of the most underrated firearms in the market. A lot of people will look way past this and immediately jump right over into like a CZ Shadow 2 or even like a Walther Q5. Sometimes even the PDP 5-inch, those are, I used to consider those, the Walthers, like underrated, but now they're so known in the market, people choose them over Glock and all kinds of things, so they're not even underrated anymore. But this X5 Legion right here in 2022 is an absolutely underrated firearm. And man, it looks so clean. I stippled this one out myself too. I got the gas pedal for it. I bought the trigger. Like I said, this is Springer Precision optic plate with the front mount, and it is a tall front mount, but it works absolutely amazing, man. This thing is absolutely dope. Man, this thing right here, like I'm telling you right now, it is such a soft shooting gun, and the fact that you can pick this up for that price is just insane. And this is easily how I made this in my top 5. Number 4 in my collection is going to be a very well-known brand, but not the model that everybody usually picks. And this one's going to be the CZ SPO1 Tactical. And this thing is absolutely dope, man. Made by the Czech Republic, comes with a steel frame, and they do usually come with these rubber grips. But I went ahead and grabbed these CZ Shadow 2 blue grips, and I refinished them myself to black, and they came out absolutely great. But man, these SPO1s are so underrated. They're absolutely nice. You can find these in the market for $650, $700, and they are absolutely, absolute workhorses. This is not as heavy as the X5 Legion, but it's got some good weight to it. It's got a full-size grip. It comes with some really nice 17-round mags that come with +2 extensions out of them. I mean, dude, this thing is dope. It is similar to the CZ Shadow 2, where the slide runs through the inside of the frame. Man, it's ultimately like a little mini Shadow 2. It's so dope. This is a double action, single action trigger, so you can have this set into double action right there, which it gives you the longer trigger pull, but still short. And then you have the single action where you can go ahead and do the shorter a single action trigger pull on there, and then ultimately you can just go ahead and start from, you know, if you have it chambered all the way out, you can just go do a full from the beginning to end, and, you know, get into secondary or into single action. But this thing, and here's the decogger, by the way, for it. And this thing is just so dope, man. I absolutely love this gun. These have tritium and fiber sights on there. They're super bright in the day, super bright in the night. They're really nice. The fiber on them is bright. The tritium is bright. This thing is just such a dope gun, man. I wish that they made these optic ready as well. These were used for duty by the Czech Republic, and they're known to be really amazing firearms, man. But this is easily in my top 4 in the most underrated in my collection, and I believe in the market as well. For the third one, man, I had to put the Rock Island Armory over the CZ, and man, and to be honest with you, this is an absolutely amazing gun. It is easily the most looked over dual stack 1911/2011 in the market. I mean, you can pick these up for $750, $800 brand new. These Rock Island Armory Ultra Tacs, man, are absolutely amazing. The triggers out the box feel amazing. Man, and this slide is so soft. I mean, it is so smooth and so soft. It is such an amazing firearm. Where do I start with this thing, man? Rock Island have been making these 1911s for a long time now. They decided that they wanted to jump into the dual stack game, and rather than making like a 2011, they literally made a dual stack 2011, a dual stack 1911. And ultimately, this is just the slide and barrel, and at the bottom is a one-piece frame, where if you actually take these off, it is all metal one piece, unlike 2011s, which would be a slide, a frame, and a grip. So this is the real dual stack 1911 in its exact description. But these things are so underrated, man. I feel like out of all the 2011s, 11s out there, this one gets looked past the most. It's incredibly reliable. It's incredibly fast. I know they are hard to find, but you can find them. So if you really want one, you can go get one. And I know the mag situation for these were hard, but again, you can find these P18 mags and then go with the Taylor Freelance base plates, dude, and they work amazing. And I mean, look at this thing. Such a beautiful firearm, 5-inch. It is so soft. If you want to know more about this one, man, go check out my full review on it. It's just such a nice, smooth firing gun. I have absolutely zero gripes about this one, and I most definitely want to get this one optic cut. And soon I will be, man. I'm trying to plan out for the future in regards to when I'm going to be doing my videos, but soon I'm going to get around to getting this one optic cut because it's just a must. But out of the most underrated 2011s and dual stack 1911s and all that in the market, this is easily the most, so which is why it's in my number 3 position. Second most underrated firearm in my collection is going to easily be the Canik TP9 SFX. And as a matter of fact, it was almost my number 1 in there, but there's actually another one still. But what can I say about Canik, man? And who does not own one? Almost everybody has a Canik. They're absolutely amazing firearms for the price. They give you full light options, mounting options. Not the best mounting option, I would say. The optic plate is super thick. The cut is deep. But the optic plate is so deep, and there are some brands out there that do offer the optic plate with the rear fixed in sight, and they will also offer you the front mount for the front post for the front sight to match with it, so you can actually get a good co-witness. But I have not done that one with this one yet, man. This is pretty much as far as I'm gonna go with it. But dude, for the price, you can literally get these $300-400 with like, what is this? I can't remember how many rounds. 18 plus 2 mag capacity, so 20 rounds plus 1. Dude, Canik TP9 SFX is absolutely a beast. and they look great. And when you stipple them like this, I mean, dude, look at that, looks good. And another thing about these, man, if you have yourself a Canik, the first thing you got to do is get this trigger upgraded. And I'm gonna tell you right now, these Freedom Smith triggers are absolutely amazing. I mean, they not only look incredibly good, but they fire incredibly good. And let me show you something right now about this thing. And I'm gonna go slow. I'm gonna show you the wall. I'm gonna go very slow. So that's the wall right there. I'm gonna move it slow. Dude, look how short that is. That's incredibly short. Let's do the second one. Let's go reset. Let's reset right there. Let's go again, fire. Oh my goodness. These Freedom Smith triggers are absolutely insane. I mean, it looks so freaking good. The triggers, with the stipple, with the trigger, and the way the Canik just naturally looks, man, this is just an absolutely dope gun. They're totally underrated, man. They get bashed in the market a lot, but they're actually pretty decent guns. I don't know how well they'll do in the like long ranges, you know, like plus 2K rounds, because I've seen 1,000 round reviews on these, no problem, but I haven't seen like 2,000 plus or anything like that, so I don't know how long they'll last. But most of the people that own these kind of guns are not going to be shooting them too crazy like that, you know. So that it's going to definitely live its entire life. I think Canik makes some great firearms. They've been making firearms for a super long time right now. And they have a whole gang of new products that they also have from all the new series, those SFX series and everything. They got a whole new stuff. So this is like going into their first ones. But absolutely amazing firearm. Easily could have been top 2 or top 1 in anybody's collection. And it could have been top 2 or top 1 in the market right now. And for the last one of my collection is going to be the Ruger Wrangler. This thing, brand new, $200, used $100, and $200 with like, it was like 100 rounds of 22. Like, it was literally a steal. I mean, what can I say? It is a basic design revolver. Everybody should have a 22. It's just $100. They're super fun. You can go to the range and shoot this all day long for super cheap. A 22 revolver for $100. I mean, this old bastard just runs, and it is a dirty old bastard too, because I don't clean it. Man, when you actually get these in there, you pull the round, the leftover shell out through a little pin like that. But man, this thing is absolutely amazing. When it gets dirty, it definitely likes to not, it'll be hard to literally put a round in there when it gets super dirty, man. But as long as you keep these clean, this thing runs every single time. It is an absolutely amazing gun. And let me show you just so you know, I know they're all empty, but let me just show you that they're all empty. But dude, look at the trigger on this thing. It's not bad. I mean, it is short. So look at that. Super short. There's like no wall on this. So I get right there, and that's it. It is absolutely a great trigger. It is actually a bit of a heavy pull, but I'm telling you, there's like no wall almost. This is very slight, and then it goes so wide. I'll go slow. So that's the wall right there, and that's it. So super tiny, man. Super tiny wall. Just such an amazing gun, dude. To be honest with you, for $100 and some rounds, and you can actually walk out with one of these right here. Easily the most underrated firearm. I don't know any more funner shooting firearm in 22 for $100 period than the Ruger Wrangler right here. But this will be it for my top 5 collection. Let me bring these all out right here. This is the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and our final, the X5 Legion, number 5. That'll be it for today, man. These is what I consider some of the most underrated firearms in the market and in my collection. I literally picked these out because I literally do feel like they outperform and do incredibly well on their price ranges and what they're for. But that'll be it for this review, man. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and yeah, stay safe out there.